I'm Kaylee, and I'm here with Pat from Bike Saviours, and he's been with Bike Saviours for how many years?
Almost 4.
Awesome. That's exciting. So, what ignited the spark in you to get involved with the social entrepreneur segment?
Okay. I like bikes. I like working on bikes. I like teaching people how to work on bikes. I was in the right place at the right time.
Awesome. That's exciting. In November of 2006, Bike Saviours was founded by Allison
Carol.
Carol. Do you know how she came up with the idea for Bike Saviours?
Yeah, she had been to many other bike co-ops around the country and decided that one was needed in Tempe. At the time, she was living in a house with several other people. They had a pile of bikes and a couple of tools, and so they started taking them apart, figuring out how to put them back together.
Awesome. What did you prepare for as Bike Saviours grew?
Main thing is just making sure to keep track of everything. It's more stepping back, letting go of some of the day-to-day details, and just keeping track of the general flow of how people come in, how to work on bikes, how to teach people better, how to maintain inventory.
Okay.
Making sure that the big picture stuff is covered, so that then we can work on the day-to-day.
Where did your funding come from, and how do you go about getting it in the early years of Bike Saviours?
In the early years, there wasn't a lot of funding, but there weren't a lot of expenses either, because it was just a bunch of people in a backyard with a few tools.
Okay.
Then as it grew, funding came in, a couple people wrote checks. And not too long after that, Tour de Fat started coming to Tempe, and with Tour de Fat came some extra funding for bike nonprofits, including Bike Saviours.
What strategies do you use to push your idea and project out into the public sphere?
We don't have to do a ton of pushing. Mostly lately people have been coming to us. We've been growing really quickly, and so just doing what we do, we get enough word of mouth that people come in to seek our help. For us, it's just making sure to treat people well, focus on our mission, and so far that's worked.
Yeah, that's true. That works. What is your greatest fear related to your work?
That we won't be able to keep up with the demand for what we do.
What sacrifices have you had to make to be successful here?
Well, I'm here till 10:30 or 11 most nights of the week, so it kind of cuts into life.
Life in general. Wow.
So, I used to be the only employee. I was often working 60, 80 hours a week. And so that was also cutting into life. But I'm glad I did it.
That's cool. What lessons have you learned, and what would you do differently?
Lessons I've learned that what we do is seeming to go well. And I guess what I would have done differently is I would have tried to jump at more opportunities early on. Try to expand more then, rather than trying to do it now.
Yeah, because now you know that people are really interested, so put it out there even faster.
Exactly.
According to Share the Ride, approximately 1 in 10 Valley residents walk or bike to school 1 or more days a week. How will Bike Saviours help to increase this number in the valley?
9 and 9:30.
We help make sure that people can get on bikes and maintain their bikes for not very much money, so we can help people have low-cost, reliable transportation.
Perfect. We really need that in this economy. What events do you do in the community?
So we're heavily involved with Tour de Fat, which helps promote bicycling and is a fundraiser for us. This weekend we're going to the Southwest Maker Fest to talk to other people who are involved with DIY projects and share what we do. And all kinds of other bicycling events. We show up, we table, we don't fix bikes. Also, right now we're helping teach middle schoolers that go in middle school how to work on bikes. They have a bike class. We go in once a week to help teach that.
The next question is, what can ASU students or anybody in the area do to help Bike Saviours?
Show up, volunteer, work on your bike, spread the word.
Okay. Yeah, that's all the questions I have.
All right.
But, yeah, thank you very much.
You're welcome.